After 50 million times, I think that I've got my camera in focus. So let's get started. Hey guys, it's Caitlin and welcome back to another episode of Grace Talk. Happy New Year! We are in the year 2020, which sounds absolutely insane, but here we are. And I got ready this morning and I just read out my lesson for the WMU this evening, and I thought that I would share it with you guys too, because I think that it can be a blessing and a help to y'all as you go along your new year. So I'm excited. First Grace Talk video of the year. Woohoo! Alright, so as usual, my notes are on my phone, so that's why I'm going to have my phone out. And so a little backstory. I think last year it was, I'm not sure if I posted a vlog on this or a video, but last year I kind of did something surrounding resolutions for the year, and my thing was I wanted to read my Bible all the way through, and I wanted to do this for several years. Did I accomplish it? No. But did I get further than the previous year? Yes, I did. And so I'm further than I've ever been, I guess, so I can look at that as the bright side. And that's what I was wanting to accomplish last year. You know, I usually, with a reading plan, it gets to the point where I just kind of fall out after a few months. But last year I tried doing free reading and just taking my time and not rushing through it just to say, hey, I finished the whole Bible, but taking my time to really dig into what I'm reading. And I think that this is a so much better way. I mean, if a reading plan works for you, then awesome, use it. But for me personally, it's following that plan, and then if I get behind trying to catch up, it's just kind of overwhelming to me. So I decided to do a free read, and I really enjoyed it a lot more than following a plan. But I still haven't fully accomplished my goal and read the Bible all the way through. So I will do that, but I mean, it may take me years, it may take me months, I don't know, but I know that I'm going to get there eventually, and it's all in our own pace, you know, it's not anybody else's pace. But anyway, that was my resolution, and so that's something that I talked about last year in the new year. So a year ago, January, so this time last year, I was in a really, really bad place, and I know that I posted about it a lot on the blog and different things, because I feel that writing out my feelings is a way to help me get through a lot of things. And so I wrote it out, I made a blog post about it, what all I was going through, and I know I mentioned a lot my keyword for the year. And last year my keyword was joy. And my goal was to find every verse that mentioned the word joy and study on it. And every time that I saw a verse that had joy in it, I would highlight it and underline it. And that was my goal. And after reading all of those verses, I realized that our joy does not come from anything else in this world but Jesus. And it doesn't come through a hobby or a person or a place or whatever else. We're not going to find it in ourselves and in this world, but our only true joy comes from Jesus. And so that was my study, and I loved just pondering on that last year. So that was my word, and I clung to that, and I found songs and books and everything else you could think of with the word joy in it. This year I thought that I needed to choose another word. I felt that I accomplished, or that word accomplished what it was meant to do for me last year. And I really was thinking this year, okay, what's going to be my word? What's going to be my theme through this year? And then it hit me, the word clarity. So this word isn't so simply written out in the Bible as joy. It takes a little more digging to find verses that speak on clarity, but most of them are talking about the paths that we're directed to go in and what we are meant to do in our lives for the Lord and what He has led us to do. But my goal with this word, since it is the year 2020, is I wanted full clarity, full vision of Jesus and where I'm meant to be in life and what I'm supposed to do. I want to have a crystal clear view of the Lord, undistracted, and just all my vision on Him. So I always like doing the number studies, and it turns out that number 20 in the Bible is the number of completeness. And I read this on a website that I was studying this on. It says 20 is connected to a perfect period of waiting, labor or suffering that is compared to a trial and rewarded. So I believe that if we have a crystal clear view of Jesus in our lives, then everything is going to be complete. Those trials and everything that we've been through, they're still going to be hard, but when our eyes are on Him, everything is easier. Our vision is clear, and I think that everything else will be complete once we get our eyes fully on Him. Jesus is the only one that can fill those empty voids in our hearts and in our lives. So lastly, a verse that goes along with this is Psalms 119:18. Open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. So that's my goal for 2020, is to be undistracted and fully connected with the Lord, and to see Him and see what I'm meant to do and where I'm meant to be, and I fully want to be in His will. And I think that that's that should be the goal of every Christian, is to be fully in His will and know what we're supposed to do and supposed to accomplish in this life for His honor and His glory. So I'm excited to see where this year goes, and I'm excited for this study. I think that it's going to be a good one. I might have to dig a little harder, but that's a good thing. If I'm going to accomplish my goal of reading all the way through, I'll get there. It might take 5 years, it might take 2 years, I don't know, but I'll get there. So I know this video was short and sweet, but thank you so much for tuning in today, and I pray that you have a blessed year ahead, and I will be back making many more videos and blog posts, hopefully in this year. Whatever the Lord lays on my heart, then I'll make it. So thank you so much. Please continue to pray for Grace Talk. Pray for me that the Lord gives me the wisdom to share with others and the opportunity to witness to others and be a light in this world. So thank you so much for tuning in. You can see any of the other videos on this page. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Grace Talk Blog, and of course the written blog, Grace Talk Blog at weebly.com. And that's it. I hope you have a very blessed day. Thank you. Bye.